Hey guys, welcome back. This is the Real Estate Marketing Roundtable. We are down two of our incredibly awesome marketers, but the one good thing I have in my life right now is the evil bald ninja, Mr. Gene Volpe. How are you, brother?
Doing okay, Gregors. I'm a Philly sports fan. We're up 2-1 in the World Series. The Eagles are undefeated. Flyers are in first place, and the Sixers are finally starting to look a little bit like they should. So it's a good time to be a Philly sports fan right now, and that's what I'm going with today.
Okay, we're going to go with that. Guys, with that positive outlook, here's your countdown. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes of marketing. Here we go. All right, so we're going to break into something really quickly here. Since we're doing the marketing roundtable, Gene and I were going back and forth on different ideas of kind of what we wanted to talk about on today's show. I'm freezing my nutsack off over here in California. I know it's not anywhere close to Philly or
Yeah,
Colorado.
meanwhile, it's probably 82 degrees, right?
It's a frigid 74. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
It's actually not. It's much colder.
Okay.
Let's see. What is it? I'm at 56 right now.
So, it's chilly out there. You're right.
Yeah, dude, that's why I'm in this sweater. My girlfriend's texting me she's like, I'm freezing. I'm like, I know, me too. I'm like, I think the majority of the real estate agents are freezing too because they don't know how to market correctly. So let's help them with that opportunity. I want to get your opinion on something, Gene. And it's YouTube videos, YouTube ads, and how would you use that strategically? Because I have some opinions, but I want to hear from the master, aka the Bald Ninja. What would you do with YouTube ads and YouTube videos, and how would you leverage that for marketing to get more leads? Because I have a story behind this that's going to kind of bolster my opinion. So you first.
All right. Well, let's get to the first point, right? You know what kind of platform YouTube is, right?
Yeah, information. It's as big as the search engine.
More importantly, what kind of content goes on it?
Naked people.
Okay, sometimes. No, actually, no, they're pretty good about that.
They are
not
actually
usually naked people. That is more for the websites that you bring up in DuckDuckGo, but that's for anotor episode.
I don't even know about those, but I will ask you off air.
Right. No, DuckDuckGo is a browser where it hides what your cookies and stuff are. So if somebody were to go onto your computer, they wouldn't be able to track where you went. I mean, I don't know what DuckDuckGo is.
You would never know how to hide your search.
I have no idea. But no, my point there is that it's a video platform, right? And if you're not going to do video, then it's pointless to talk about. So let's first say that if you're going to do a YouTube strategy and or an advertising strategy, you're going to have to do some type of video. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's a whiteboard video, but it's going to have to be you, right? So first thing is create your YouTube channel, because a lot of people still don't have one. It's 2022. And
which is baffling, by the way. Why does nobody have a YouTube channel where they can post whatever the fuck they want, but they don't have it? Gene, I know you're on a tangent, but I really want to dive down this hole real quick. Why do people not have a YouTube channel? Is it fear? Is it anxiety? What is it?
I think a lot of times it's just that simple, like, I don't know how to do it, so I got to figure it out first, and I'll set some time to figure it out, and you never set some time to figure it out. If video is not high on your priority list as far as marketing goes, or you're afraid to do it, why would you have a video channel, right? So I think people there's a couple reasons, but I think for the most part, it's people just put it on the back burner because they'll figure out how to learn it later, and 5 new shiny objects come up in the meantime, and they just never get to it. I don't think it's anything. Most times it's probably not even conscious.
So you've heard of vidIQ, right?
Yeah, I have it. Yeah.
Guys, gals, vidIQ is 100% free. It's a plugin. You can plug it in, and Gene would be happy to spend at least 2 to 4 hours of his day talking with you guys in regards to vidIQ and how you can utilize this
It's true.
for marketing. I
It's
mean, he
true.
loves talking to people, and if he's busy, call Matt. Matt is a big bleeding heart. He loves to talk to people randomly, and he will definitely give you bad advice. I still love him though. Um,
Advice.
so vidIQ is actually something that where you can get video tags, and channel tags, so you can really become searchable. So let's continue on your path there. I just want to put that out there real quick.
Well, that was like step 3, what we were talking about, right?
Okay, let's
So
go back to step one. Sorry, my fault.
it's okay. No, it's good. These are all good points. I mean, you're going to have to create the channel. You're going to have to make it look nice. You got to figure out how to do the artwork, the banner. You got to make sure you're connected to all your other social spaces, right? It's got a place where you can put all your links into your website, to Facebook, to Instagram, to all that stuff. That's good for backlinking and for people being able to find you from your YouTube channel on the social media platforms that they prefer to be on most of the day, right? So that's good.
Mhm.
And then we'll have to talk about playlists. So when we talk about playlists, you're probably going to have 2, 3, or 4 different types of shows, quote unquote shows or videos that you're going to do.
Mhm.
And we want to go out and look at Gary Vaynerchuk's, Gary V's platform, and you'll see he has like his daily V's, he has his long form content, he's got his shorts, he's got his, he's out. I don't know if you guys watch, but he goes and does this thing where he shops at flea markets and then resells stuff that he buys there on eBay.
I do watch that actually,
Yeah, it's
and
great.
the
Listen,
garage sales and everything else. Yeah,
it's overwhelming for me because I just don't have that, like, oh, this is going to be worth more on the secondary market. Like, I just don't have that gene. I don't have that
me
that
neither.
chromosome in me. So that's not my thing, but I love what they're doing, and I see it's working for other people. People are saying, "I made $1,000 in this last flea market I went to. Thanks, Gary V." Like, it's pretty cool. But the playlist will kind of break up your channel into different sections. So if you have, like, in the real estate world, let's say you have, open houses, virtual tours, your neighborhood best of series. Let's say you're doing a marketing, something real estate marketing minute every Monday. You can break them up so when people get to your channel, they're there for a specific reason. Usually, like I say to people all the time, I'm a sports guy, right? So I watch ESPN, but mostly what I watch on ESPN is the Scott Van Pelt show that starts like after all the sports is over at night. So 11, 12 o'clock at night, Eastern time, that's when I turn on the Scott Van Pelt show. ESPN has a whole bunch of other shows, i.e. playlists, but I go there specifically for the Scott Van Pelt playlist. So when you break it up into playlists, it gives your viewer the opportunity to pick and choose what they want fairly easily, because if you introduce confusion and options, they will leave your channel.
Wait,
Um,
say that again. Say that again. That was really good.
So I want you to break up your content on YouTube into playlists,
Okay,
because when people come there, if
but
you
what's a playlist?
um it's it's the way that the videos are categorized. And
Okay,
then you can put the playlists on your channel so that they're broken up by playlist, right? So like if you go on to mine, the very top one is my real estate uncensored podcast visits. And then the next one is like marketing minutes. And the next one is, so if you go there and you're like, I don't care about anything this guy's doing, but I want to watch his marketing minutes, you go directly to that playlist on your YouTube channel. Right. So that's why I was saying, go to Gary V's page. You'll see how he has those playlists broken up. And I basically steal shit on the internet, right? That's what you do. So I take other people's ideas that I like and that I think are working, and I make them my own. Right.
okay.
And then when you're loading videos, I would do a little research into this if I were you, like properly naming your videos and properly describing your videos. There's a lot of things that you can do just in the details and description section and in the title section that will get your videos found more often if you do it the right way. So
Mhm.
that's a solid strategy. And then the whole other thing, we can talk about advertising in a little bit, but that's kind of where I would go to start for the YouTube channel. Oh, and then start creating video.
Well, starting to create video is a number one place to act. We literally have to start, right? If you overanalyze it, you're gonna get a paralysis by analysis, and you're gonna go just snowblind very, very quickly. I am on YouTube right now on another channel, and I'm searching out Gene Volpe, and using vidIQ, which, by the way, guys and gals, they really are hard on their ratings. They're not kind on the ratings. Out of 100, Gene, do you know where your overall score lands out of 100?
You're not going to embarrass me, are you?
This is no.
No, I don't know what it is.
You're ringing a 72 out of 100 right now.
Is that good?
It's better than 0.
It sure
Uh,
is.
Highest views, 1,300 and change. Average views, 249. You've been on the app for about 4 years. It's showing me right now, and it's giving you some really good stuff. It says the top creator is Real Estate Uncensored. So
Yeah,
I
that
got to
makes
give a
sense.
shout out to them for that one. But my point is like this gives validity to what Gene has been doing and is doing in creating content for the general public. One of the things that I found very, very useful using YouTube. Gene, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, I actually got a call from I was in not Target. I was in Costco checking out at the checkout station, and I got a call from this. The name came up as Kendra, and no, sorry, Karina. And I'm like, my gosh, this is my friend Karina. She's an Asian gal in San Francisco that we're friends in the dog park, and we were going to do rock climbing, all kinds of other cool shit together. She's a real estate agent. So I answered the phone. What up, girlfriend? How you doing? And this was not Karina from the dog park, but she's like, hey, my name is Karina, but I love how you answer your phone. I watched a lot of your videos, and my husband and I are thinking about moving to Alamo. We would love if we could have a conversation with you. I'm like, oh shit, wrong person. But thank you for watching my videos. And it all comes down to creating content, doing video tags, doing channel tags, and being visible to the average consumer. So we've gone over this a bajillion times on these shows. But for one more time, this is the first person that's ever watched on any of our shows, and we're so sorry you haven't watched all the rest of them. We encourage you to go back and watch the rest of them. When it comes to YouTube, number one thing besides actually getting in front of a camera, and it can be all of you guys are listening to my voice right now. I'm holding up my cell phone. Take your cell phone out. It's a full-blown editing studio that you can shoot anything on. Okay. I got 3 cameras on the back of this thing. I don't know why the fuck I have 3 cameras, but I still do. Start shooting shit and then get out there and start being relevant. Once they start get into content, Gene, this is where you jump in and your expertise will shine. So what would be the next step?
After what? Shooting the content?
Yeah.
Well, posting it. Well, like we don't got to get too fancy right now. If you're not doing anything, just post that shit. Get it on your. It doesn't even have to be YouTube for the most part. If you're going to do the long way video this way, vertical,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be your YouTube shorts, right?
So vertical is holding your phone right side up, like you'd answer a phone call, right?
Yep,
Horizontal would be sideways,
like you're
obviously.
watching your TV.
Watching your TV. Okay, let's continue.
All right, so no, that's important actually. So for the most part, you're holding your phone up and down vertically for TikTok, for Instagram Reels, for Facebook Stories, Insta Stories, and Shorts on YouTube. Everything else goes long way, right? That's
Horizontal.
fair? Horizontal. Yep. Not up and down, side to side. And that stuff, when I say what else, it's Facebook feed, Instagram feed, YouTube channel, not shorts, Twitter, LinkedIn. You're going to film that as if now there's ways, by the way, to film one way and have it both vertical and horizontal. You can use it, but there's editing involved there, right?
Yeah, but that's too complicated for me. So
No, I understand that. And I think really what people need to do is we're talking YouTube right now, but I think what you really need to do is figure out where you're going to get the most bang for your buck as far as a social media platform goes. So like, Greg, if I said to you, pick a social media platform where you think the majority of your potential buyers and sellers are spending their time, what would you say to me?
probably Instagram right now.
So then I would go out and learn how to do the video that sits the best on Instagram. And then when you get into it, you can reuse some of that video on the other platforms. But for now, figure out what works the best on Instagram, right? You don't have to overcomplicate it.
I think you bring up a really good point there, Gene. When it comes to overcomplicating things, a lot of us want to be professionals at everything before we actually go out and do anything.
Yep.
And in reality, look, we're all a bunch of fucking misfits. Go out there and be a misfit. Be a little outline. Screw up. Don't do it right, but create the content people will relate to you. All you have to do is just start. That's the
Well,
biggest issue.
look, you said it. Paralysis by overanalysis or paralysis by
Mhm,
analysis, right?
mhm.
Um, so Chris Stager's my guy. He's actually out right now. He's on YouTube. He's following us on YouTube. He
Nice.
is
Way to go,
out.
Chris.
That's my dude. Chris actually is a top producing Century 21 agent. I don't know if he's back yet, but he might still be in Phoenix at their top producers convention awards, something along those lines. But follow Chris Stager. And what he's saying here is I put up my first 4 shorts last night. Old videos gained 8 YouTube followers overnight. So
That's
people are
awesome.
watching. You got to figure out. So now what I would say to Chris is, okay, figure out your next 4 to 8 shorts and keep doing it, right? Because you're getting a reaction.
So
Every 4 shorts, you're getting 8 YouTube followers. It's pretty good.
let's talk about shorts really quickly. What is a short? How long is it? How do you create it? And what should you put on it?
So look, those are all answers you're gonna have to figure out on your own, right? Um, what is it? It's a reel on YouTube.
So what's a reel?
It's a up and down. It's basically an up and down, and it's something that it's sort of like it's proactive. It's proactive marketing as opposed to reactive marketing. Like for the most part, when people go to see your shorts, they're seeking you out specifically. Whereas when they're looking at your YouTube videos, Chris is saying 15 seconds for the shorts. Um, when they're see like say for this example, I'll go to YouTube and look at Greg McDaniel's shorts. It sounds weird, but
It
I
does
will look.
sound weird.
It
I
does,
live in
right?
San Francisco. Okay. Don't look at my shorts.
I'll look at your short videos, aka shorts, but I'm seeking you out. That's proactive, right? Reactive
True.
marketing is more like I need a plumber, or what did I do the other day? I replaced the glow coil in my HVAC in my furnace. So I went on and I searched on Google videos that show you how to replace a glow coil in a York 80, whatever the hell my device, whatever the unit is, I forget.
Sure.
So I did that. I'm seeking out, right? So YouTube is reacting to what my request is, and they're showing me videos that it thinks I want to see. So I watch that video. Whereas if I go to YouTube and look for Chris Stager shorts, I'm proactively going after that kind of content. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100% it does. So how do you
So
become searchable though?
you keep doing it and tagging things the right way. I got to be honest, dude. I'm not 100% familiar with shorts at all. I don't use them. I haven't. It's something I'm looking into now just because of the way that the content's being driven. Like, you got to remember, like in Reels, YouTube's not a social media platform, so it's different. It's
It's a
different than like
search engine.
Instagram. It's a
It's a
search
search
engine for the
engine.
most part, right? But
Yeah.
I think the shorts piece of it is sort of trying to create almost a social media platform, if that makes sense. Yeah, so here you
Okay.
go. Look, so Chris is saying I downloaded my Instagram Reels and uploaded to Shorts. So what I said 5 minutes ago was I was like, figure out how to do it on Instagram and create it, and then you can reuse it elsewhere. That's exactly what he just did.
But you have to download it onto your phone or onto your computer, wherever you're gonna shoot from, so they don't have the water tags from the other
Yep.
platforms because they all want the original content.
Instagram will allow you to download it on your phone without the tag. So if you create your up and down, your long video like this,
Vertical.
vertical, thank you, on your phone on Instagram. You can post it on Instagram and you can also download it to your photo library here and then upload it to the other spots without that link, without that watermark on it.
Okay, so hold on, guys. Gene, hold your phone up again. I have to ask you a question on this. You guys, if you're not watching this, okay, no, other side, back side, move your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a photo of you? Is that a
That's
sticker of you?
that's my superhero. What are you talking about? You never saw that?
Of course I have. I didn't know you had it on your phone.
Bro, look, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, this is gonna be freaking epic. I got to get a sticker of myself on the back of my phone. I'm
No,
coming
no.
up real lame duck on this
Well,
one.
look, I put them on my discs. I put them on. This is a whole bag of them, right? I'll put them on people's cars, like on the windows of people's cars.
No, you don't.
Swear to God.
Do you stick them or just like place them?
No, I stick them. Yeah, it's on glass. You can get it off glass.
They're gonna murder you.
Nah, you can. No, nobody gets mad. Look how. First of all, a lot of people still haven't caught it because they're small enough. But yeah, that's the digital architect right there. That's with the cape on, right?
Oh, okay, guys and gals, that is something that I actually did for an old T-shirt company that I used to own. We would put stickers on every stop sign, on every post, on every anything that we could possibly get our hands on. We got so many calls from that, going, "Oh my god, I saw your stickers everywhere." And so I'm not encouraging anybody to go out and actually stick them on, but maybe put it under a window shield wiper or something like that, or stick it in the crevice of the window and the door. Get your brand out there, have fun with it. And Gene, show one more time what is on the back of your phone, just so everybody can see it, and describe it for those who are not watching us.
It's a sticker of my caricature, which looks dead like me.
It does. It looks super awesome. You're a
My
superhero.
beard is a little darker in the caricature than it is in real life. I've gotten gray since we had that done, but it's me in a superhero costume, and on the emblem it says DA for digital architect.
I love it. I love
And they're
see how
stickers.
much fun that is, guys and gals. Imagine going out there with YouTube or with videos and creating your own version of a superhero in whatever that means in your life, right? And then placing it around and saying, "Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Here's a sticker of me. Yes, I am a superhero." And
Here's a sticker of me.
here's a sticker of me. You should hang on to this for life. But I mean, in all honesty, no jokes, going to be put here right now, is the fact that have humility, have humor, and just enjoy what you're doing. And if someone tells you to go fuck a duck, okay, well, whenever you stub your toe in the morning, and I'm so sorry that you're getting divorced, but it probably means
But I
you
don't
right.
wish any ill will on you, you scumbag.
Yeah, you scumbag, you asshat of a human.
So you want to laugh? So Brian and I, Captain Link Juice and I, just recently did a couple teaching seminars at the Bucks County Association of Realtors.
Nice.
And he has an avatar like that too. So in the avatar we present together, in the presentation, I put mine up on one side and his on the other. So you can see both of our superhero caricatures on the screen. And there's 30 people in the room, and we're standing on either side of the projector, and our caricatures are the same size, but Brian's like 6 inches taller than me. And the guy yells out, he's like, "Why is Gene's caricature bigger than yours?" Like he called me out on the fact that they were equal size when I was literally 6 inches smaller than Brian. So we had a little bit of fun with that. I can tell you that.
That's a lot of fun. And Brian just, by the way, he just turned, I think, 44. Is that correct?
Today's his birthday, actually.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it online. I think he
Nicely
turned
done.
44
So I'm trying to.
today.
He's 78, I
I'm
think.
78.
Yeah. So how old are you?
44, motherfucker, in December next month.
Oh, not yeah. So he just turned 44. It makes sense.
Okay. God, we're old. No wonder why we have white beards.
Yeah. Well, he's got a bunch of kids too that are giving him white beards.
Oh God,
Yeah.
kids are amazing for the people who want them. God bless every single parent out there. I love you to pieces. That is not my jam, and I encourage all of you guys to keep doing this because the world needs more amazing people. Gene, read what Chris just wrote.
Yeah, Chris Stager, a friend of mine I met this weekend, does all of his showings and real estate appointments in a Batman costume and even does a Batman voice the whole time. Epic. It's so funny he says that. So another one of our favorites, Antonio Stella, just joined. What's up, Antonio? But Chris, have you ever seen Bat Dad on social media?
Of course.
And he talks like this and he screams at his wife. Right? Have you ever seen that?
He harasses her and his kids.
It's amazing, dude.
And the kids harass him back too, which is
it's amazing. Better. And look, you and I are talking about him on the show. I never met the dude. I don't know. I have no idea who he is, but we're talking about him on the show because of what the stupid shit he does. And it's fun. Now, I don't necessarily think that if that's not your style and you want to be more professional because you feel like real estate is more professional, you got to find you got to find your lane, right? Like we're not
Yeah.
saying be an asshole, you
No,
know,
we're not saying that at all.
right? So I think, but it's important for you to find your niche and your lane and your personality and your voice, and then just have that on your videos, whatever they are.
Oh, by the way, Tony Barbarino is watching us out of Southern
Tony
California.
Babs.
The Tony B is up in his house. By the way, he's hilarious, guys. You gotta go watch him. Him and his Duck, an ingenious marketing strategy, which I want to get into in a second as well. But he says no. Greg McDaniel is quote the Batman of real estate.
Yep.
And I'm like, fuck yeah, I am, bitch. Hell to the motherfucking yes. Yes. And it's Ducker McQuackers. Ducky McQuackers.
Ducky McQuackers.
Ducky McQuackers.
And I still think it's hilarious that Ducky McQuackers is more famous than Tony Barbarino is, actually, than the guy who has his hand up his ass, right? Because he's his puppet.
Isn't that like most politicians, though?
I guess.
Yeah, they got a hand up their ass.
Did we slide into politics on this show? I hope not.
No, we're gonna skip right over that one really freaking fast. Anyways, so going back, so let's talk about Ducky McQuackers, in regards to the fact that why are you laughing at me?
Just call him everything but his name. Bingo McBuckets. What's that? That frog's name that Tony Barbarino does? Tinky Town Hollandaise.
Okay, shut the fuck up. But the really cool thing about Ducky McQuackers.
There you go.
Thank you. Got two times in a row there. Is the fact that it's so unique and different, and people react to it because levity is power. So is humor. A lot of us now. Why do a lot of us watch our show? One, we make fun of each other. We bring good information. We have banter back and forth. But it's not your typical dad's podcast where everyone's so high and tight and they got a rod shoved so far up their fucking posterior that it's no fun to listen to. Because like, hi, Gene, this is Mr. McDaniel. We're going to be discussing today the intricacies of the real estate market in regards to Q4 in 2022. What is your take on that? I would rather shoot myself in the face with a shotgun and then dig my heart out with a spoon before I watch that. I know. Well, I'm getting a point across here. Okay. The point is, we have fun. We enjoy it. And Ducky McQuackers is something that's an entity of humor. So if you were to create an entity of humor where people can relate to you, what would that look like, Gene, for you?
Well, me, I used to saw my caricature of me as a superhero.
Right? Is that?
I mean, there's a million things you can do. I don't think most people aren't as creative as Tony is. Tony's pretty good. He actually is probably funnier than your average real estate agent, and that seeps into the duck. So when you watch it, it's you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, what the hell was that dog's name that smoked the cigar?
I have literally no idea.
Yes, you absolutely do.
Somebody dog that smokes the cigar.
It was the comedian. They used to do it on the Comedy Central.
Oh, yes. I don't know.
He would talk like this, and he would insult everybody.
Yeah.
That's what that duck reminds me of. I'm trying to think of what something Triumph the Insulting Dog. That's it. Yeah, I knew somebody would know it.
Tony knocked that out of the park.
Yeah, I knew he would. That's why I said somebody will get it. I knew it was going to be Tony. But yeah, so I mean, look, here's another thing too. We talk about this all the time. For me, it's always about the getting people to stop in their tracks, right? So when you're going through TikTok and you see a bright orange duck talking to a real estate agent, there's going to be a lot of people that go, wait, what the hell is going on here, right? And some people will look at it and walk away from it because they think it's stupid. And other people will go, this is funny. I like this, right? We're capturing people's attention.
Yeah, it's just about, like you said, capture attention in a positive, uplifting, entertaining way. My girlfriend, this might be too graphic for the show.
Oh no, I can't wait! I can't wait for this, guys. Get the cameras rolling here. Record this. Go ahead. Let me just go like this. Uncomfortable conversations with Greg McDaniel.
Okay, so here we were with uncomfortable conversations with Greg McDaniel, and my girlfriend calls me Pooh Bear. Now, why does she call me Pooh Bear? Because it's cold in the morning, and I typically, yes, there are boxers involved, but I'll be like boxers and like a sweatshirt, and that's it, making food for her in the morning. She goes, "Good morning, Pooh Bear." Now, would I ever post that? Fuck no. I mean, I have to do a lot more squats to make that post even look good. But the point is like that's funny. So she actually started talking to all of her friends, and going, "Yeah, I'm hanging out with Pooh Bear," and they're like, "Oh, how's Greg?" And it's just a good, relatable thing. And then when we're hanging out, they refer to me as Pooh Bear, and I'm like, I was offended in the beginning, going, "Fuck you, bitches," and then now I'm like, whatever, it works. You remember me, okay? Let's keep
I,
going.
that was not nearly as uncomfortable as I thought it was going to be. I think you're slipping a little bit. I will
Well,
tell you this:
I went a lot more PG on that than I
you
could have gone.
you really did, and it's funny because I really, for the first 3 times you said it, I thought you were saying poop hair, and I was like, why does she call him poop hair? That's
Pooh Bear.
oh, I got it. It's like the third time you said it, I got it. But I thought you were saying poop hair, and I was going, "Oh, this is going to get uncomfortable." So I was slightly disappointed at how uncomfortable that was.
And
Except you're
guys
getting
and
one.
gals, this is the beautiful thing about marketing is that you can have a lot of fun, laugh your ass off, enjoy this, be a little bit outside of the realm of what is normal, and be yourself. I mean, Gene is bald as they come. I mean, when I see Gene in Philly, I'm going to use his head as a when I use my Q-tip when I'm going to clean something, I'm going to rub it on his head really quickly, make sure it's clean, and then I'm going to go after something.
I will tell you
But
that there have been people that have rubbed my head and have found money very shortly thereafter.
I'm getting a ticket today. I'm
Let's go.
flying to Philly.
Let's go.
All right. What is Antonio saying?
He said Greg has been domesticated. I doubt that's even possible, but one
That's
can dream.
It's physically impossible. But I do help my girl out on a consistent basis on a more getting her out the door because she has a high stress job, and the little things I can do to help her is a good thing. And you can do that for your clients. You can do that in marketing. Find that one thing, that two things, whatever it's going to be, that's going to relieve stress off the person that you're going to be interacting with. Gene, wouldn't you agree that that is the ultimate goal of marketing, to find the solution to a problem or an issue or a headache for another individual, and then eliminate that for them and become the hero for them, just like your avatar on the back of your phone?
To a point, I think that's the ultimate end goal. I think the ultimate end goal of marketing is to get the conversation that leads to that.
Okay, let's walk down the conversation trail then. What does that look like for you?
Oh, it could be anything, right? So sometimes it's intended, sometimes it's unintended, but maybe so you got to be able to pivot, right? As a salesperson or a marketing person, you got to be able to pivot. And what I mean by that is like we talk about this video all the time. It's like 4 or 5 years ago. I did that video called that I said why I'm glad my dad died 23 years ago. Remember we talked
Yep,
about that?
I remember that. Yeah.
And the whole purpose of the thing was gratitude. It was a gratitude post. It was a gratitude video, but it turned into people reaching out to me about something completely different. If you remember the story, I didn't have my seatbelt on. So people were like
Hmm.
sending me private messages. And in certain cases, I turned that into, I appreciate you actually reaching out. You're right. I should have had my seatbelt on. It's been years since we've talked. Why don't we catch up for a beer?
Perfect.
Right? That's really what you do. And then for the 10 people that you talk to, where 3 go, yeah, let's do coffee or beer, then you get in space and you go, how's your life? How's your world? What are your troubles? What are you great? What are you great at? I told you this before, right? I went through this period and I should still do it, where when you greet somebody, right, you go, there's a million of them. Hey, what's up? How you doing? What's going on? How's your day? Right? I
Yeah.
go, what's made you smile today? Well, think about that. It forces you to stop, right? It's a pattern interrupt. And you go, well, first of all, that's actually a cool question. Number one, he's not
It is
asking
a
me how I'm
really good
doing,
question.
right? What's made you smile today so far? And you go, well, yeah, oh, my wife, I woke up and had a cup of coffee with her. We don't get to do that often. Fantastic. What is it that you can do to make that happen 3 times a week next time? Right? I don't, not, what do you need? What do you need in your business? Where's your credit card number? None of that shit. Let me get in your space and try to get you in a better frame of mind. And maybe we'll meet next week again for beers. I'll ask you how you did. And you go, it made sense what you said to me. I had coffee with her twice last week, right? Because of
Hmm.
the way we said. And that just was all brought by a pattern interrupt that put a different question out there that you're used to. It made you stop and think, right? What made you smile today, Greg?
What made me smile today? I was walking Rupert this morning, early in the morning. I had the flashlight on. It was nobody out there, and this dog decided to try to shit on his own ball, and he really attempted to do it. And it made me smile. I'm like, God, you're a fucking moron. Like, why would you crap on your own toy?
Yep.
And I got a giggle out of it. And you know what? I talk about with other people. But I think no. Let me rephrase. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this question, what made you smile today? I'm going to use this when we get off this call. I'm going to do some live calls later today, and I'm going to ask folks, well, are you the owner of 123 Main Street, yada, yada, yakety schmack? Okay, you're not. Okay, you are, whatever. Let me ask you one question before I get you off the phone. What made you smile today? And I want to see that reaction.
Are you going to record them?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Nice.
Are you kidding me? I
I
record
haven't done it on the
everything.
phone yet. I'm interested to see how that, when you're cold calling, what kind of answers that's going to yield.
Oh, dude. Or like, what made you smile today? Or, what was your favorite video watched on YouTube lately? Is it like you said, it's a pattern interrupter. And once you get into YouTube, once you get into marketing more and more and more, get away from the standard scripts. They are a backbone for getting information. I get it. But the pattern interrupters,
Well, wait,
NLP,
I want to talk about that real quick because I want to say something. It's super important
well, that's why you
when
cut
we.
me off.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I don't want to lose this because it's important. Because you went,
Okay, go
"What's your
ahead.
favorite YouTube video?" Right?
Right,
I,
right, right.
I don't want when I ask you the question, the answer that comes to your mind has to invoke happiness. It can't be, "What was the name of the last guy you fought in high school?" Like that's going to probably make you angry, right? It's got to be
Actually, I
something
know
that's
the
going to
guy.
make you smile. When you stop to think about it, it changes the way your day's going.
Hmm.
Right? Like not, you can't ask people a question that's going to evoke some kind of stressful answer. What's your biggest like, hey, what's your biggest fear that's coming out of this whole market right now? Like that's a pattern interrupt, but um it's not going to evoke good thoughts, right? You need to put people in a place where when they're ready to answer that question, they feel good about what they're ready to say.
Yeah, another question I just came up with is what did you do today that was amazing?
Right? I love that.
It's just that like you said, Gene, very positive, always upbeat, but do the little pattern interrupts. What made you smile today? What'd you do today that was amazing? What made you smile about your spouse in the last week?
Tell me
Something.
one thing you're proud of.
Yeah, tell me one thing you're proud of. It's small things, small questions. And imagine the power of sending that in a text message, email, postcard. Imagine a postcard that came to you from Greg McDaniel with EXP Realty. And it wasn't about my new listing. It wasn't about how great I am. It wasn't about my stats. It was a pure question of going, what made you smile today? Respond here. End of story. Or, what did you do today that was amazing? Simple question. One of my favorite businesses, I forget who the hell they were, but I signed up for their service. And instead of like saying like, congratulations, you're a part of our down, not downline, but our customer base now, they just said in a response in giant letters, you're amazing. End of story. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm amazing. Hell yeah, I'm fucking amazing. And I felt good about the purchase. So, what can we do as a whole on your YouTube videos, on your small little micro shifts mentally, on asking, questions that will provoke a real conversation? And when's the last time you asked your wife, your husband, your spouse, significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your kids, your goldfish, your dog, your cat, your neighbors, what made you smile today? Who the fuck asked that kind of question? Nobody.
Me,
Nobody. I've never
me,
been asked that question. When's the
me,
last time you were asked that question?
me. I do the asking. No, I have nobody's ever asked me that.
Fucking Tony kills me. Um, Go ahead, my friend.
No. That's it. You said who? When's the last time I was asked that question? I said I asked those questions. Nobody's ever asked me that.
No one else. So, guys and gals, go out there and ask that question. What made you smile today? Go to the bank teller. Go to the gas station attendant. Go to the grocery store clerk. Go to your friend, your spouse, your neighbor. Go to your kids. Just ask them that simple question: what made you smile today?
I like it. It's a great way to end it.
Fuck up.
It's a great way to end it.
Well, yeah, because that's how I roll, bro. I just drop hammer at the end of the shows. You know how I roll.
And that you did.
But you know what, Gene, before we go.
Yes, sir.
You have a very important job. We need a color on the bow for the show. What's it going to be?
Let's go sunshine yellow today.
Yellow? Okay. Sunshine. I like sunshine. We don't have a lot of sunshine. We don't have a lot of sunshine over here right now. It's a little rainy and cold. But I like rainy and cold days because why? Because you can curl up on the couch and you get the laptop out and you can start doing some really cool just conversations with folks. This can be on social media as well. Tony wants to have duck yellow.
That's good. See?
Okay.
Sunshine or Quacky McQuackerson's yellow.
Quacky McQuack Quack sunshine yellow. How's that one?
Like it.
Before we go, Gene, I know that you are one of the worst marketers on God's green earth. When it comes to yourself, how do people get a hold of you if they would want to have a conversation with you?
Shoot me a text message, 610-952-1081.
Can you say that a little slower for all dyslexics out there?
610-952-1081. 1081.
1081.
That's how I told you that before. It's how I used to teach my kids my cell phone. I remembered it from the time they were 2 years old. 1081.
And there it is. That is marketing 101 for you guys right there. Gene, I really appreciate you asking how people can get a hold of me. Thank you for being so kind to me on this one. Guys and gals, go to anywhere where you can see my name, Greg McDaniel. Go to Greg McDaniel REU on Instagram, McDaniel Real Estate Systems, or Greg McDaniel on YouTube, and of course, Greg McDaniel here on Facebook. So guys, go out there, make an impact in someone's life today. I know each and every one of you guys are absolutely astonishingly great human beings. We appreciate you. We could not do this show without you. And Gene, I'm going to change it up a little bit on the outro here. So bear with me on this one.
Do it.
But we love you to pieces. We have a Ducky Duck yellow sunshine bow on this show. Here's a little music to take you guys in to the rest of your day. We will see you on the flip side. Peace out, ninja. All right, boys and girls, that is our show for the day. Go out there, be amazing, be powerful, be unstoppable.